The 10 most important historical events that changed the world. Did you know that some of the most important events in history were accidents or coincidences? Or that some of the biggest empires in the world have been introduced down through a single battle? We'll inform you all about it in this video. And if you are questioning that history is boring, assume again. We've obtained some charming memories that will blow your thinking and make you chortle at the identical time. Hello and welcome to our channel Historical Studies, the place we discover the most captivating occasions that have shaped our world. Today, we're going to take a day trip down the reminiscence lane and speak about the 10 most important historical events that changed the world forever. From the fall of empires to the rise of civilizations, we will cowl the entirety of what has had a full-size effect on our lives today. But do not worry, we might not bore you with a history lesson. Instead, we are going to entertain you with some enjoyable information and hilarious moments that will maintain you hooked until the end. So, get ready to be entertained and educated. You don't want to miss this. Number 10, the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution used to be a length of speedy industrialization that commenced in the 18th century and modified the world forever. It commenced in Britain and unfolded to different components of Europe, North America, and sooner or later the world. The Industrial Revolution noticed the rise of machines, factories, and mass production, which led to an extent in monetary increase and prosperity. It also added new technologies, such as the steam engine and the telegraph, which revolutionized conversation and transportation. Number 9, the Renaissance. The Renaissance used to be a duration of cultural and inventive rebirth that started in Italy in the 14th century and unfolded at some point in Europe. It was once a time of renewed pastime in classical learning, literature, and philosophy, and marked the transition from the Middle Ages to the current era. The Renaissance gave delivery to some of the biggest artists, thinkers, and scientists of all time, such as Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Galileo Galilei. The Renaissance also delivered a new generation of exploration and discovery. European international locations started to discover new lands and change routes, which led to the discovery of the New World and the colonization of America. It also marked the commencing of the scientific revolution, as pupils started to undertake ancient beliefs and search for new knowledge. Number 8, the American Revolution. The American Revolution was once a political upheaval that took vicinity in the 18th century and led to the delivery of the United States of America. It started as a protest against British colonial rule and grew into a full-fledged war for independence. The American Revolution was once widespread, now not solely for the establishment of a new nation, but also for the thoughts of liberty and democracy that it promoted. The American Revolution stimulated different modern actions around the world, such as the French Revolution and the Latin American Wars of Independence. It also laid the basis for the cutting-edge thought of human rights, as enshrined in the United States Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. The American Revolution stays one of the most necessary occasions in world history, as it modified the root of human activities and set the stage for the rise of democracy and freedom. Number 7, the World Wars. The two world wars that took region in the 20th century have been some of the deadliest and most adverse conflicts in human history. The First World War started in 1914 and lasted for 4 years, while the Second World War lasted from 1939 to 1945. Both wars have been fought on an international scale, involving a couple of international locations and tens of millions of soldiers. The world wars had a profound impact on the world, mainly in the deaths of tens of millions of people and the destruction of whole cities. They also had massive political and monetary consequences, together with the rise of the United States as a superpower and the decline of European colonialism. The World Wars marked the giving up of a generation of imperialism and the starting of a new generation of global cooperation and world governance. Number 6, the fall of the Berlin Wall. The fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 used to be a symbolic tournament that marked the cease of the Cold War and the reunification of Germany. The Berlin Wall had been erected in 1961 by the Soviet Union to divide East and West Berlin, and it grew to become an effective image of the division between the communist and capitalist worlds. Its fall was once the result of a sequence of events, consisting of mass protests in East Germany and a selection via the Soviet Union to enable increased political freedom in its satellite TV for PC states. Number 5. The French Revolution. The French Revolution was once a length of political and social upheaval that took area in France in the late 18th century. It started as a rise up in opposition to the absolute monarchy and the privileges of the aristocracy, and in the end led to the institution of a democratic republic. The French Revolution was once substantial no longer solely for its effect on France, but also for its effect on the relaxation of the world. The French Revolution gave delivery the notion of the latest nationalism, as nicely as the thought of human rights and the rule of law. It stimulated different modern moves around the world, inclusive of the Latin American Wars of Independence and the Haitian Revolution. The French Revolution also marked the quit of the historical order and the opening of a new technology of democracy and equality. Number 4. The Age of Exploration. The Age of Exploration used to be a length of European exploration and discovery that took location from the 15th to the 17th century. It used to be a time of excellent journey and discovery, as European nations commenced to discover new lands and alternate routes in search of wealth and power. The Age of Exploration led to the discovery of the New World and the colonization of America, as properly as the institution of exchange routes with Asia and Africa. Number 3. The Scientific Revolution. The Scientific Revolution used to be a duration of physical and cultural transformation that took area in Europe from the 16th to the 18th century. It was once a time of splendid scientific discovery and experimentation, as students started to project ancient beliefs and search for new knowledge. The Scientific Revolution laid the basis for the latest scientific approach and led to the improvement of new technologies, such as the telescope and the microscope. The Scientific Revolution had a profound effect on the world, as it introduced a new technology of scientific inquiry and technological progress. It also led to the improvement of new theories about the nature of the universe and the vicinity of people inside it. The Scientific Revolution marked the start of the current generation and paved the way for the industrial and technological revolutions that followed. Number 2. The Enlightenment. The Enlightenment was a period of intellectual and cultural transformation that took vicinity in Europe in the 18th century. It was once a time of awesome philosophical and political debate, as students started to task historic beliefs and search for new approaches to thinking. The Enlightenment gave delivery to some of the most influential thinkers of all time, such as John Locke, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and Immanuel Kant. The Enlightenment used to be a giant no longer solely for its effect on philosophy and politics, but also for its impact on the arts and sciences. It led to the improvement of new thoughts about the man or woman's rights and the social contract, as nicely as the promotion of reason, liberty, and progress. The Enlightenment laid the basis for the current world and stays one of the most necessary activities in human history. Number 1. Discovery of the New World by Christopher Columbus. Another unique and important historical event that changed the world is the discovery of the New World by Christopher Columbus in 1492. Columbus's voyage across the Atlantic Ocean opened up a new era of exploration and colonization, fundamentally altering the course of history. Columbus's journey marked the beginning of the Age of Exploration, during which European powers embarked on expeditions to discover and claim new territories. This event led to the establishment of European colonies in the Americas and initiated a period of extensive cultural exchange, economic expansion, and geopolitical shifts. The discovery of the New World had profound consequences. It brought together previously isolated civilizations and facilitated the exchange of ideas, goods, and diseases between Europe, Africa, and the Americas, a phenomenon known as the Columbian Exchange. This exchange had far-reaching impacts on agriculture, trade, and population demographics. The colonization of the Americas by European powers resulted in the forced displacement and decimation of indigenous populations, the transatlantic slave trade, and the establishment of enduring European influence in the region. It also led to the introduction of new crops, such as potatoes and maize, which significantly transformed global food production and diets. We hope you enjoyed learning about these 10 most important historical events that changed the world. If you want to learn more about history and its impact on our world, please subscribe to our channel Historical Studies. We have plenty of informative and entertaining videos that explore the fascinating stories behind the events that have shaped our world. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you never miss a new video. Thank you for watching and supporting our channel. See you in the next video.